I do like myself. Large feet, our large hands. They're part of me. I've had to love this body that actually carries the soul. My mother was a perfectionist. I was born with a club foot, and so the first time she saw me, I wasn't perfect. And there was that instant rejection because I wasn't perfect. I wasn't perfect in the eyes of my mother. My mother used to say, "My sons mean the world to me, but my daughter is another story." Nobody has the right to say that to anyone in front of them or even behind their back, because immediately you will actually know that you are not good enough. You're not good enough for yourself, you're not good enough for her, you're not good enough for them who she's talking to, you're not good enough for anybody. I've been married 3 times, and I kind of carried on with a pattern of abusive relationships. So what my mother taught me, she taught me well. So I went into the next, the first serious relationship, abusive, second relationship, even more abusive. Third relationship was actually the cherry on the top. And I ended up being on the floor fighting for my life. And having to stand up from that and having to actually fight for me, fight for that little person inside of me. I needed to do a whole journey of self-discovery. Who I am, how I think, and at the end of the day, it was probably my greatest gift, being on the floor, being able to discover who I actually am. There's a big difference between aloneness and loneliness. Loneliness is something that it's grief, it's deep. I don't suffer from loneliness, but I do suffer from aloneness sometimes, where I wish that somewhere in my life I would have experienced the absolute, pure, open entirety of what love is, the honoring of that. And it's a hard word because it's really difficult to actually love somebody entirely for who they are, without question, without wanting to change. to be nurtured, to be honored, and honored is not putting up there on a pedestal or, stomping on the ground. It's to be held in a space of wholeness. That to me is the thing that I would love to experience in this lifetime. It's like two trees dancing in the wind. These are bending and giving and bending and giving and moving this way. That to me is what that love actually, how I see it. After Mum died, I had a dream, and she called me into the hospital room where she was in my dream. She said, "Come and lie here next to me." And I'm going, "But you don't want me." And she said, "Just come and lie here." And she held me like this. And she said, "My darling, I love you." And it still didn't stop the feeling that she didn't love me. And it was her birthday last week, and I realized that for me, I needed to actually put my relationship with my mum into kind of place for me, to put her in a peaceful place within inside of myself. Because the more I am angry with her, the more I break. I can't heal. I can't fix that hurt inside of me. I need to really honor the person that actually brought me into this world, because she's given me the chance of actually using all those experiences and actually developing this into something unique and to actually be true to myself. Talking about my mother in love, recognizing that she was actually another human being doing the best that she possibly could with the knowledge that she had in those days. In love. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean. Only then fear will disappear. Because that's where the river will know it's not about disappearing into the ocean, but of becoming the ocean. I am the ocean. She's my guide, she's my mother. She really is my mother. She gives me such joy and teaches me the joy inside of me. If you, in yourself, in your whole being, you will actually feel that joy. And it starts and you can feel it traveling through your body. It's like getting into the ocean, and that tingle that actually makes you feel so alive that you know that you're actually on the right, you're in the right place. That is it. For now, that is utter perfection. She's a great teacher. She's the best teacher. The universe, the planet, the trees, the flowers, the stars at night. Mother Nature shows us that even inside of ourselves, we have got this beautiful flower that's flowering within us. I am it all. I am nature. I am the bird. I am. If I recognize that and then through those eyes actually see what is actually out there in the world, in Mother Nature, we'll get to a point in our life where it's not going to make any difference if we are good enough or we're not good enough, and then it's just acceptance. When we fall into that wisdom, that innate wisdom, we'll know that we are good enough.
Thank you so much for watching the story all the way to the end. And a special thank you to all of you on Patreon who help us to make these films. If you want to join us on the journey, please click the link over here, I think. It just wouldn't be possible without you. Thank you.